This is the Dollemore Daily, and I'm Jesse Dollemore.
So the other day I talked about Kandiss Taylor, the third place finisher in the Georgia gubernatorial race. The race that Brian Kemp beat her by over 70 points. And I talked about how she was not conceding, and she was saying that she actually won in voter fraud. The voter fraud on a scale never before seen that suppressed her vote turnout by over 70 points. She's the God guns babies, Jesus guns babies, or whatever that John Oliver talked about. I talked about that in a previous video. Here's the thumbnail for that. Here's the title. Go search it if you want to see it. Anyway, she's continuing to not concede. I'm going to play her announcement that she wasn't conceding in a wacky in front of a bookshelf YouTube video or Twitter video that she posted. And then now I'm going to play a video of her explaining that she's requesting everyone who voted for her to submit an affidavit, a sworn affidavit, declaring to the state of Georgia that they did vote for her. Because she claims she knows she got hundreds of thousands of votes. How she knows that, we don't know. She doesn't say. But she's also got Mike Pillowgoof, Mike Lindell on her side, also saying that he's got preliminary evidence, whatever that is, preliminary evidence, that she did win, that there was voter fraud. Anyway, here's this first clip of her refusing to concede and admonishing all of her voters to pray, because that's going to help it.
I wanted y'all to know that I do not concede. I do not. And if the people who did this and cheated are watching, I do not concede. And the people of Georgia will not allow me to. I want you to feel inside of your gut a righteous anger for justice. I want you to pray specifically, I want you to pray for dark to be brought to light, for justice for the state of Georgia. And anyone who has helped contribute to this crime, to this travesty, anyone who's contributed to this, I want you to pray that they feel so guilty they come forward. God can do anything He wants to. So we pray for guilt.
Oh, come on, man. God can do anything He wants to. We pray for guilt. They're praying for guilt. Well, let me know how that works out for you, Kandiss. Wow. I mean, I'll just move on with the next clip. Here she is again, invoking God and everything else, but asking for signed affidavits, because apparently before the prayers weren't enough to solve this issue for her, that she believed she was criminally damaged. There's criminal damage here to her candidacy. She absolutely won. It was stolen by hundreds of thousands of votes. She only got 41,000, but only prayer is going to help. Well, prayers and your sworn, signed affidavits. Watch this.
Hey, did you end up voting for Kandiss in the primary? I need you to do an affidavit and say that you voted for her because she's standing up to the establishment, and we're going to prove that she got hundreds of thousands of votes, because we know she did, and we're not even going to have to do that many affidavits. Good thing about 3.4%, 41,000 votes, that's not going to be hard at all to beat, right? With real voters that actually voted. So they actually were trying to make me look stupid, and it's going to come back to bite them, because we're going to have way more than that in affidavits to show that we have more votes than that. And the beautiful thing about this, because God, He is God all by Himself. And He will outsmart crooks every single time. This is His idea.
Yeah, it's God's idea. And God is God all by Himself. He doesn't need help to be God, I guess is what she's saying. Also, inexplicably referring to herself in the third person at the beginning and then just awkwardly transitioned to talking about herself in the first person. If you voted for Kandiss, do this. We know she won. What are you, an NFL player? What are you doing, Kandiss? This is where we are in the Republican Party. Look, this kind of a thing didn't used to happen with such regularity. I mean, look, Brian Kemp is a dum-dum, a terrible, terrible governor. But this fringy kind of candidate, this Kandiss Taylor type of person, has become really a norm. Marjorie Taylor Greene and Lauren Boebert and this one and Mo Brooks, Paul Gosar, Matt Gaetz, these attention seekers. They don't do any work. They're paid, they believe they're paid to create virality on the internet. Unbelievable. Anyway, I just wanted to talk about this because this Kandiss is wacky. This is not normal. And it is eroding people's confidence in our electoral system because there are certainly some percentage of Georgians who do believe that Kandiss won, that she was cheated by only receiving 3.4 or 3.7% of the vote, whatever the number is, and that she wasn't absolutely crushed by the traditional candidate, Brian Kemp. I mean, even Perdue, the Trump-backed challenger to Brian Kemp, conceded and said, yeah, it was fair. Just, what are you going to do? Anyway, I'd love to know what you think. Please, you can call, leave me a brief voicemail, 714-576-4054. Of course, you can email me, daily@dollemore.com. If I bring you value, if I do something for you that you appreciate, please consider supporting and producing my work. You can click the join button below this video, become a channel member for about $1.99 a month. Well, not about, for $1.99 a month, pennies a day. You can help produce my work. And you can also go over to patreon.com/IDoubtItPodcast. Both those are great ways. That's not just for the podcast. It absolutely helps support what I do here. Follow me on social media. I'm at Dollemore on Twitter, at Dollemore on Instagram, and at Dollemore on the TikTok, which, believe it or not, is can be a little addicting. I hate to admit it. I spend a little too much time doing this. Anyway, I love you guys. I appreciate you. Thank you for your engagement with my content and liking and commenting and sharing my content with your social media network. It's a good time. I'll see you next time. Until I do, be genuine and take care of one another.